Okay, Outlander fans, we are less than 1 week away from the premiere of season 8. If you're feeling a little stressed out because you don't remember what happened in season 7, don't worry, I'm covering everything. I'm recapping all of season 7, and right now we're going to go over episode 11 and 12. Episode 11 starts out with the bleakest wedding imaginable. Claire and John look like they're headed to their own execution. Claire can barely finish her vows, runs upstairs, takes off her ring, and collapses into bed. John tells William that he married her because he owes it to Jamie. Claire spirals into anger and nearly harms herself, but the memory of Jamie stops her. Instead, her and Lord John get completely drunk, they scream, they cry, and John says that he is not going to mourn Jamie alone tonight, and Claire and Jamie end up sleeping together. I'm an Outlander book reader. I read this in the book. I was shocked. So I was really excited to see how this was going to play out in the TV series. The next morning is a little awkward. They both admit that they were not sleeping with each other, but they were both thinking of Jamie. Ian is also mourning Jamie, and he decides to tell Rachel about Emily and his son. She takes it a little bit hard, but he makes it very clear that he chooses Rachel. He makes plans for him and Rachel to go to Valley Forge. In 1739, Roger and Bug track down clues about Roger's father. They learn that he was searching for gemstones, and they find his military jacket, suggesting that he may have been preparing to travel through the stones. In the 1980s, Rob Cameron attacks Bree for the gold. We find out then that Rob staged a scarf laying by the stones in order to trick Roger, send him in the past, and to get him out of the way. Henry decides to stay in America and marry Mercy Woodcock. Lord John actually refuses to support an illegal interracial marriage. Claire challenges him on that, and then he reminds Claire that he knows what it's like for your love to be a crime, and he doesn't want that for his nephew. At a loyalist party, Captain Richardson confesses to Claire that he is a rebel spy, and he secretly asks Claire to spy on Lord John. Claire refuses. Then, chaos. Claire and John are back at Lord John's house, and suddenly Jamie bursts in the door. He's alive. His belongings were on the ship, but he never actually got on it. Claire flies into his arms, and then John is standing there shocked and loudly says, "Your son is going to be home soon." William is actually outside the door and overhears John saying that Jamie is William's father. William is understandably very upset that he's been lied to his entire life. Next thing, soldiers that were following Jamie burst in the house. Jamie grabs John and holds a gun to his head, pretending that he's a hostage so that they can leave the house. Everything is total chaos, but the episode ends with Claire looking happier than she's ever been. Going into episode 12, after exposing William's true parentage and leaving Claire behind, Jamie marches Lord John out of Philadelphia. They evade redcoats, secure horses, and they finally stop to rest in the woods, and that's when everything blows up. Jamie sincerely thanks John for taking care of Claire. John, pale and clearly unraveling, bursts out, "I've had cardinal knowledge of your wife." At first, Jamie is calm and seems confused, and because he knows that John prefers men. He's almost laughing at the whole situation and insisting that Claire would not be a willing participant in that. That makes John really angry, and he says, "We thought you were dead, you bloody asshole. Both of us, we are both you." That's when Jamie punches him in the face. What follows is brutal. Jamie calls him a filthy pervert. They're tumbling down a hill. It's a deeply personal way that's kind of hard to watch. My reaction was, Jamie kind of sucks right now. But anyways, Continental soldiers show up and arrest John. They suspect him as a spy after finding a commission in his pocket. Jamie hands him over very quickly and very willingly, but not before he says that they're not finished. John yells, "No, we are not, and I'm not bloody sorry." Jamie brings a letter from France to George Washington and ends up re-meeting him. And it's then that George Washington offers Jamie a command of a battalion. John is taken to a rebel camp to be hanged. He's injured, awaiting execution, and forced to wear an eye patch until Denzel Hunter sees John there and quietly helps him make a break for it. Meanwhile, William is spiraling. He confronts Claire about the truth of his conception. When he doesn't like what he hears, he trashes the house. He then picks a fight with Ian twice, and when he learns that Ian actually knew the truth about his parentage, he has redcoats arrest Ian for assaulting him. Rachel's so mad, she slaps William and insists that he fix it. William kisses Rachel and makes things even worse. Later, Jamie crosses path with Rachel. She tells him everything that's happened. He goes to William and forces him to make it right. Jamie immediately confronts William, threatens to expose William's true identity to the British if he doesn't go get William set free. That does it for him. William gives his word that he's going to make it right. He is still furious and at this point humiliated. William ends up back at a brothel. He reconnects with a woman named Jane, who he had a little rift with earlier. After a quick and messy encounter, he breaks down in Jane's arms, and it's the first emotional release he's had all this episode. And if you think Jamie is cooled off by now, not even close. He storms back to the house, confronts Claire, and demands every single detail about that night with Lord John. The jealousy is obviously raw, and the grief is very deep. Jamie lashes out, Claire calls him out on it, and she just admits how shattered she was when she thought that Jamie was dead. Claire explains that John wasn't replacing Jamie, John was really grieving too. That truth finally cracks something open in Jamie. But at this point, Claire still doesn't know what happened with John, or if he's even alive. Did Jamie kill him? At this point, his anger is softened a little bit, and Jamie confirms that John is not dead. The episode ends with Jamie and Claire reconnecting emotionally and physically by the fire. interconnected with John, fleeing through the woods, hunted, and alone. That is a recap for season 7, episodes 11 and 12. Make sure to follow me so you don't miss any recaps so that you're ready to go for the premiere on March 6th.